Was there something in particular, a moment or an example where you felt we were perilously close to the edge?
There are a lot of them, actually, because there's a number of steps in authoritarianism, and we really did them pretty classically. The ones that jump out, of course, are the obvious ones. The Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville, Virginia, where the former president actually declared himself on the side of the militias, which in the United States means something different than it might mean in other countries, which I don't have the qualifications to talk about. But when people think about the rise of fascism, for example, they tend to think of it as an ideological movement that spreads into the streets. But in the United States, we have classically done it the other way around. We've had gangs on the streets who make connections between each other and start to fight for something together. And from that, it is easier to radicalize them because they have already made an organization. So for all that moment was important for the former president, it was very important for the organization of those gangs that we've always had in our society, but those gangs to have a leader from within the administration. So that was one. The day after the first acquittal from the first impeachment, Trump announced that he was going to take revenge, and he did. I mean, there's another place where when you stripped out the noise, it's like, wow, all the inspector generals, whoop, they're gone. And you know, it was a day-by-day basis, and you were like, oh, there goes another inspector general. Oh, there goes another inspector general. But when you put them all together and you recognize we lost almost all of our inspectors general in the space of a very small amount of time, then, of course, the spring of 2020, when the coronavirus shuts down the country and Trump is terrified that he's going to lose re-election because he was planning to run on the economy, and the economy didn't exist at that point, if you recall. And he instantly, I was shocked at how soon he starts to say, I think it's in April, we shut down in mid-March. By April, I think he says, I'm the president and I have the authority to do anything I want. And then June, of course, June 1st I'm sorry, you asked for one or two, and I'm giving you the entire.
Beautiful, go ahead.
But June 1st, when he walked across Lafayette Square, and that was obviously a dramatic show of force. And that's a great example of a place where the noise stripped away just how bad it was, because we tended to focus on the fact he'd hidden in the bunker the day before or whatever it was. I can't remember off the top of my head. You strip that away and you see an authoritarian really trying to reinforce his power with the military, which is why when the military backed away over the next couple of days, not just the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Mark Milley from the Army, but also all across the rest of the branches. They were like, no, we don't declare our loyalties to a person, it's to the Constitution. And then, of course, the attack on Gretchen Whitmer in Michigan, which made it clear that there was an attempt to tear down governments. And then, of course, January 6th. That's a lot for 4 years. You wonder why you're tired?